Hello lovely people, it's Luna here. Welcome to my channel and thank you for stopping by. So today we're building in the world of Copperdale, which is the world that came with the High School Here expansion pack, and we're building a Twitch streamer's house. Obviously, as you could tell, I'm building with the new two kids that were released I think a week ago or something more. I don't know. Actually, I'm a little bit late with this build, but the thing is that as soon as the two kids came out, I immediately bought them, and oh my god, they're so cute. I mean, I love them. They're probably the kids I was waiting for. And as soon as I saw them, I thought about this house. Like, they made me absolutely think of I don't know, of a really colorful tiny house made for basically to Twitch streamers, and that's basically what I've been working on. Um, so yeah, and I will tell you about them really soon, but I just wanted to mention that I knew that I'm a little bit in late with this build because a lot of great creators started working on something with the new kids like a while ago already, but I had some issues these days and I couldn't really dedicate any time to building and editing. Also, as you will tell, uh, even though this is just my second video on the channel, you will be able to see that I've already improved my editing skills, but mostly the reason why is that I haven't I haven't actually improved my editing skills, but I I basically changed a little bit the way I build. So I try to reduce the number of movements I do with camera because I I realized that I move the camera a lot, like literally a lot. So I try not to do that. And so let me know in the comments what you think about this. Like, what you think about the way I've edited this video compared to the previous one, which is the werewolf horror house. Um, so that you could tell me what I should improve more. And also, I don't know if you will be able to tell, but I'm recording with a new microphone, which I've recently bought on Amazon because I basically ran into a good offer, so I thought about buying a little microphone because the previous one, like the one I used in the previous video, was basically my headphone, the Apple one, because I have an iPhone, so they weren't really great for recording voiceovers. So yeah, let me know if you can tell any difference. Yeah, but talking about the build itself, so something I wanted to mention is that, as I've already told you, I I had to cut a lot of parts, like the same way I had to in the previous video. And as I've already told you, I had to because the video would have came out so long. And that's unfortunate because I wanted to show you every single part of the build because it came out so pretty, like literally so pretty, believe me. But yeah, I basically couldn't because without the final screenshots, the video would have came out almost an hour long, probably 15 minutes, which was so much because if you think about it, this isn't a really huge build. I mean, it's not a tiny house, but it's little. Even though you will realize with me once we'll started building the inside, once once I've started furnishing the house, I realized it was huge, like bigger than what I thought and that what I wanted it to be. But yeah, I mean, it's not that huge as a house, and also the lot, it's pretty small. If I'm not wrong, it's a 20 by 30, or it could be even more little, I don't know. The small, it was a small lot. And so basically I realized, I if for a lot such small, I basically had 15 minutes of speed build. um, how will I end up with a longer video, a more a bigger house, you know what I mean? So basically, I'm here asking you again, since you're the ones who basically are watching the video, because obviously I've built the house, so I know every single spot of it. But if you're interested in seeing every single part of the build, and it doesn't bother you basically watching an hour long video or something like that, even more, please tell me, because I basically had to cut tons of parts after having edited them. And that was so sad because I had spent some time on that, and then I had to basically delete everything. But if you're interested in seeing every single part of the house, please let me know, because I will make a longer video. And if you're up to it, I mean, if you like watching like um longest video, please let me know, because for example, I watch a lot of speed builds on YouTube, like a lot, and I love longer one the longer ones. um I prefer when they're longer, and I actually personally I prefer watching like um huge builds, like those ones that you build in a 40 by 30 or 50 by 50, you know. And I like when they're 1 hour long, because I want to see every single part of the building process. So please let me know in the comments what you prefer. So obviously, if you like the video, if you like a shorter video, I'll keep going with shorter videos. But if you want me to show everything and it doesn't bother you watching an hour long video, then I will do that. But yeah, I mean, I spent a lot of time talking about this, and basically I'm already finished with the shell. So as you can tell, I've wanted to make a really colorful house, and so I've basically used a lot of different wallpapers for the outside. And actually, I realized only when I got to take the screenshots, I realized that I was building in the autumn climate. So basically, that's the reason why the colors aren't that like colorful. I don't know how to explain myself. Wait, like they're not really bright, and the reason why is that the light was basically autumn light, and then I changed it to summer when I had to take the screenshots, so you will see the difference at the end in the pictures. But yeah, unfortunately, in this moment, you can't really tell how beautiful the colors I've chosen are, because everything is so cold. But yeah, that's the reason why. But actually, yeah, I wanted it to be really colorful, and I chose three main colors. Then you will see me using a lot in the inside, which are pink, blue, and green. And yeah, so what I thought about building while building this, I thought that this could be a perfect house for two best friends. And I imagine that they're both Twitch streamers, and they have in common this like passion for colors and gaming. They play a lot of different games, and yeah, so basically they met when they were in high school or middle school. I don't know actually. You could imagine them as you prefer, but basically they met when they were in school, and they basically decided that once they would have got adults, they would have moved together. And since their career as Twitch streamers went so well, they managed to basically buy a house together, and they furnish it obviously according to their tastes and what are their main passions, which are games. So yeah, you will see in the inside that I tried basically to furnish it as I imagine they would have. And they also have obviously a different style and a different personality. And I try, while working on the house, I try to imagine them, to imagine how who they are and what's their background. And basically I thought that probably they're like um it's actually some sort of cliche probably, but as you would probably see in the in American movies, when there's two best friends, one of them is more like um I don't know, a free soul. I don't know if I explain myself. Basically, one of them probably is more independent and also um, more. I don't know how to explain that. Basically, imagine that she grew up in a family that wasn't really a traditional one because um, the the parents were really strict and they didn't allow her to do anything. And for example, she couldn't go out by night and she couldn't have, you know, a boyfriend or anything like that. You know what I mean? So basically, she grew up really rebel, and once she had the opportunity to leave the house she did. So she basically doesn't have a great relationship with her parents. And yeah, and basically she has other siblings, I don't know, sisters or brothers, I don't know, but she has siblings. And she's always been like the worst daughter, like her siblings are perfect. They got into college. They've always had great good grades, and she didn't. And I mean, she wasn't actually the favorite child in the house. Um, and so basically, yeah. And also her parents obviously didn't accept the fact that she wanted to make switch her career. They There are, those classical parents that don't think that you could actually make money thanks to the to the gaming and to the social networks. But yeah, as soon as she realized that her career was good, was going great, she decided to move out, and she basically doesn't have any more contacts with her parents, but she's happy because now she's basically free. She can do whatever she wants. She yeah, she has freedom actually. And she's living with her best friend, so now she's happy. Meanwhile, I imagine that the other girl could probably be on the opposite. Like, she has grown up in a really beautiful family. She also has a lot of siblings, but she goes well with her parents, and yeah, and but obviously, as probably a lot of parents nowadays, also her mother and her father when where didn't really agree with the fact that she wanted to play games for the rest of her life, of her life. Sorry. um, but yeah, actually, even though they didn't agree, they tried to support her, and nothing, just that. But I imagine that probably this second girl has a cat. She do really loves animals, and so she has a cat, and she decided to bring the cat with her when she moved. So you will see that not you won't see me basically working on that part of the house because I had to cut out that part, but in the final screenshots you will see that I've also created like a little spot in the house for the cat. um yeah, that's it. actually, I've realized that probably imagining the households where you're building the house, it's easier. Like it could be really inspiring. So I will try to do that with the next with the next houses. Um, yeah, and also actually this will be part of basically my building process because I have in mind of working on my first save file because I haven't done anything like that yet. I would like to create a save file, and I thought about starting with Newcrest, which is one of the base game words. But actually, Copperdale is a really beautiful word to build in, and yeah, when I'll start working on my Copperdale save file, probably I'll add this house as part of it. Um, yeah, because I think this is perfect, and maybe I will also, since I will put it in my save file, I will also create the the two scenes that will live in there, and so yeah, you will basically see these two girls I've been talking about, like being born. I don't know. Yeah, it's currently it's 6 p.m. and I'm pretty tired. So I will probably make a lot of mistakes, like English mistakes. But please excuse me, and I do really hope that you'll understand what I'm saying. But yeah, we're done with the outside, and I've started furnishing the interior. So one of the main reasons why probably the video came out so long is because, as you will tell, I've cluttered every single spot of the house. Like I've spent so much time finding the perfect objects, and also this was my first build with the new kids, so I still I still don't know every single item, so I had to go through the the menu several times just to understand what I got and what could be perfect for that part of the house. But yeah, right now I'm working on the entrance, and I have to say that I love every single item that we got with the new kits. For example, that table, which is from the pastelpopkit, is absolutely gorgeous. Like it's probably I'm gonna use it in every single build. I don't know, but all the objects are so cute and so detailed. They're perfect, and you can tell that a gamer has actually participated in creating these kits, because you can tell that I'm so sorry, I'm not sure if I remember her name correctly, so I won't tell her name, I won't say her name, but that creator, no, that gamer who participated in making the new kits, uh, she she knew what she was doing. Like she knows, since she plays The Sims, she knows what we needed, and she added it. For example, those keys, and also those hanging bags, but also the cups for the kitchen. The cups are amazing. Like every single item is so uh perfect. Like because probably I was waiting for these kids, because you know what we do really lack in the game is clutter objects. I'm not saying we don't have them, but what I'm saying is that they're not really, there are a lot of objects in the decoration section that you would never use. Um, and meanwhile, there are a lot of objects that we didn't have, and now we do thanks to the kids, that we do really need it. Um, for example, also the little, like, um, what's the name? Those little piece of papers where you basically write your notes. Uh, I right now I don't remember the name, but yeah, or also the that little cup for monies. Like they're all really little things, but they make like everything so detailed and so realistic. So we did really needed that. And also this kind of uh, snack pack that I'm placing right now. This is so cute. Like everything is so cute, and yeah, I'm really happy with these two kids. I mean, probably it would have been better if they created a game, not a game pack, but at least a stuff pack with more decorations. But yeah, I mean, I can't really, I mean, I can't say anything. This is really good as a kid. And actually, also the pastel pop kit will probably be one of my favorite ones, uh, because it's so colorful, and I think you could tell that I do really love colorful builds, and I do really love colorful items. So I will use it. I will use something of that kit in every single one of my builds. But yeah, yeah, today English isn't exactly my best language. I don't really know what to say, and yeah, I can't find the words. But yeah, as you can see, I'm finishing the kitchen, and I have to say that the kitchen is my favorite part of the house. Whenever I build a house, I usually start with the kitchen, which I didn't do in this case, but it's basically the kitchen is the room in which I spend most of the time. Like it's probably the room that takes me the most to build. And yeah, but this kitchen came out so cute. Also because of the wallpapers that we got with the pastel pop kit. Those wallpapers are best. I think I'm gonna use them in every single build. But basically here I think I've just used them. Like I've used no, not just them, because for the bathrooms I've used other wallpapers, but for the rest of the house I've just used that one from the pastel pop kit. Also because it came with so many different swatches, like so many, and I'm so happy about that. Yeah, so you will see now I'm just fighting a little bit with this part of the kitchen because I wasn't satisfied at all with it. It seemed too empty for me, so I tried to clutter it up a little bit more. But I think we're almost done with the kitchen. So something also I wanted to say, as I mentioned, I won't show you every single room. Unfortunately, I had to cut out the two bathrooms because there are two bathrooms in this house, and actually I forgot to mention this house has two bathrooms, two bedrooms, and two gaming room, and you will see them both. And I had the time of my life decorating those rooms, but you will see. And yeah, then we have the kitchen, the living room, and a little laundry. And I think I will show you that because the laundry came out so cute, so pretty, and I had to show you that. I think we're almost done with the kitchen. Yeah, I'm just adding some more clutter. But as I was saying, what was I saying? Yeah, I was saying, you won't see me decorating the bathrooms, and also one of the two bedrooms. Unfortunately, I had to cut up something, and that bedroom basically took me so long to build, probably because it was the last room I decorated, and I was a little bit tired. It was late night, and I didn't have that much inspiration, but I wanted to finish the building, so yeah, I just did that. Yeah, so what else? I don't really know what to say today. Um, in the previous video, I was really afraid about, doing the voiceover, but I ended up not having enough time to say all the things I wanted to say, which is ridiculous. Because I started like being scared of not being like not be able to speak 15 minutes straight, but I did. And right now I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do that. But yeah. So as you can see, I'm working on the laundry room, and I don't know, let me know what you think about it, but I think it came out so pretty. Like, I managed to use pretty well the little space I had. And actually, at the very beginning, I didn't plan to put a laundry room, but then I had this little space left, and I thought, you know what, Kat, let's put a laundry room. Also, you'll notice that the house is, I mean, you probably in real life, two young girls would never be able to afford that. At least, obviously, they're not like enough reach to afford that. And I'm talking about the game itself. Like two young adults in the game probably wouldn't be able to afford this. I don't remember how much it is worth, but I've put a lot of things in it, a lot of clutter, and so yeah, probably I don't know, but you can see it in the description box because I always put all the informations about build. You can see how much the house is worth, but yeah, realistically, it's not that kind of house that two young girls could afford. Also because I imagine that the two girls that who live here, they're not like they don't come from a really wealthy family. Like they are all self-made. But probably yeah, you could imagine that thanks to their Twitch career, they made a lot of money. I don't know. Actually, also I have no idea how much a person could actually earn from Twitch because I don't have a Twitch account and I don't really follow people on Twitch. But I don't know, let me know in the comments if you do have a Twitch channel or, I mean, you know something about this, but I have no idea how much actually a person could actually earn from Twitch. But I do know that a lot of people work with it, like they pay rent thanks to it, and I'm really happy for them because I can't imagine living thanks to this. Like it's not really in my plans, like making the Sims something I could earn from. But it would be like I would probably live my best life if I could just survive thanks to the game. Like I will probably build all day long and edit all my videos, and that would be the only thing that I had to do, and it would be amazing. But realistically, I'm not that kind of person. I mean, I just do that. I just build in The Sims, and I started my YouTube channel just because, just for fun, you know. I mean, I do really enjoy building in The Sims, and I realized that it's so fun editing my videos, but also it's beautiful sharing them with you because I love when people leave a comment or just tell me that what I did it's great or beautiful or cute. I receive a lot of comments on Instagram and they're so overwhelming because I mean that also gives some that gives a sense to what you're doing, you know. It's not just about playing with the game, but it's also sharing with other people and sharing with them something more than just some pictures. I don't know if you get what I mean, but the love that I've received since I started sharing my builds on Instagram, it's uh, I don't know how to describe that, but that's so satisfying. And also our community is beautiful, and these two kids, like the Everyday Clutter and the pastelpopkit, they're some sort of, in a kind of way, they show how strong and powerful our community is, because thanks to that, we managed to have a gamer working with the with the AI team for the kids. I don't know if you get what I mean, because probably I didn't pronounce all the words correctly. But yeah, basically, I just wanted to say that our community is so supportive, and that's the reason why Plumbella, I think. Oh my god. Yeah, I think her name is Plumbella. Uh, Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm gonna check it after I'll be done with the voiceover. But yeah, I mean, Plumbella had the chance to work on the key thanks to the community, because we're really active on social networks, and that's the reason why we all are able to gain visibility. Is that a word? Oh my god, I don't know. I'm so sorry. Probably you will right now you would probably get bored of me talking, and I would understand if you just, you know, if you just put mute on my video. But what I do care is just that you enjoy what I'm doing, what I'm building. I mean, you don't have to enjoy me talking, but I thought that a lot of people actually could prefer a voiceover for a speed build video, because I do. I prefer watching speed builds when the creator talks during the video. Um, I don't really like those videos that are just music. I don't know why. Probably because watching the video and at the same time listening to the person that has worked on it makes me also understand, like not understand, but I can enjoy more the video itself. I don't know if you understand, but yeah. So as you can see, basically I'm done with the living room, and right now I'm working on the first gaming room, and this room came out so pretty. Like, I tried to play with the lights in both rooms, this one and the other one, because obviously when you do live, when you go live on Twitch, it's like the atmosphere behind you and the colors behind you really help to, I don't know, make everything better. And so I wanted to create that atmosphere also in these rooms. And as you can see, this room has two main colors, which are red and blue. And I thought that this room could be the room of the girl who didn't have a great relationship with her parents, so like the rebel one. And the other room will be basically pink, and it will be for the other girl who actually has a better relationship with her parents. Um, I don't know if that's a cliche or something like that, because okay, let me tell you how I imagine the two girls. Basically, the first girl, I imagine her a little bit like, I don't know if you has a I'm sorry. I don't know if you have ever watched Lemonade Mouth, which is basically it's a Disney Channel movie. Um, it's great. I mean, I don't know how old are you, but I'm 24, and I've just rewatched it like 2 weeks ago. I mean, I don't think it's that kind of movie that has an age gap or something like that. If you're 24 like me and you like Disney Channel movies, you should watch it. But basically, I imagine that the girl who has a difficult relationship with her parents, it's a girl that reminds me of Stella, which is one of the characters of the movie. And she, at the same time, she doesn't have a great relationship with her parents. Actually, it's because she's different from them and also from her siblings. She has two siblings, and they're twins, if I'm not wrong. Um, yeah, basically she's different because they're all like genius, something like that. They're all into science, and meanwhile she's into music, and so they don't actually understand her. Um, but yeah, I thought about her in that way. And for the other girl, I don't really have a character in mind. But yeah, she's more like, meanwhile Stella is really rebel. uh, she's more like, she's really kind. She has a great relationship with everyone, like whoever she meets, they're gonna like her, like no matter what. I don't know, she's more patient, she's more kind. I don't know, like don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that the other girl is like heavy evil, I'm sorry. I'm not saying that she's evil, but yeah, I mean, they're really different, and that's the reason why they're best friend. Like, they're like opposite, you know, and that's the reason why they they got so close, because they kind of complete each other. The meanwhile, what I mean, while one of them it's really kind to anybody, and she managed to balance the relationship, because she's really patient, she's really kind, and the other girl is really gets really easy, gets angry easily, and you know, all of that. So the pink girl, let's call her that way, the pink girl basically managed to balance the relationship, and also she's the one that, for example, I don't know, organized the parties when they wanted to throw a party in their house. She's the one that actually organized everything, and she's also the one that has more friends. Not because, obviously, I'm not saying that the other girl is like an awful person, but she doesn't really care about making so many friends. She's one of those people that prefer having less friends but true friends. Meanwhile, the pink girl uh, is a really social person, so she loves meeting new people, and she also likes being like, have like, she likes having the attention of everybody. I don't know if you get what I mean. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. For what I've said, there seem to be like evil and I don't know, like the good girl and the bad girl, but maybe it could be like that. I mean, those friendship are the best one, like when the two friends complete each other. And yeah, but I will, as I said, I will try to create the scenes for that, and so let's see what I will be able to do. But I realized I haven't talked anything about the build itself. So what you're seeing now, you see me that I'm working on the other gaming room, and I tried to create this kind of shelf. I wanted basically to clutter it up and create this background for, you know, the Twitch lights, because if you can see that basically I've placed the computer on a side, and I created this shelf as a background for the computer, and I've done the same thing in the other room. So basically the shelves itself creates the background for the live. I know I've said this 3 times in a row, but I'm sorry if you get what I mean. But I want it to be really cluttered up, and I want it to be full of things, like without without a sense. Like, I imagine that the two girls have both a lot of things related to gaming, and you can tell that I've placed a lot of like toys, or some their toys. I don't know, for example, you can see on the right on the right on the desk I've put that little egg, which I don't really know what that is, but it's from Snowy Escape, if I'm not wrong. But I've basically tried to add all gaming related items to the two rooms. Yeah, you can tell that I'm not really a Twitch streamer because of the way I'm basically describing the building process. But yeah, that's what I've done. And we actually got to the last room, which is the bedroom. This is one of the two bedrooms. You will see the other one in the screenshots. As well, you will see the bathrooms in the screenshots. And I'm really, really sorry because I know that probably you would have liked to see me decorating both bedrooms. So please, I'm gonna repeat that again. I'm sorry if I sound too much repetitive, but these are my first videos and I do really want to understand what you want to see and how I can work on them, because I would like to show you every single part of the build. So please let me know in the comments if you prefer a video like this, or if you're okay with a longer video in which I show you everything. Also because basically I don't even understand how I could get to 40 minutes of building of video of me building basically nothing, because I've basically furnished 4-5 rooms and that's it, and we got to 40 minutes. Right now we have 41 minutes long. I don't know how that's possible, but please let me know what you prefer. And yeah, I think I don't have anything more to say. I've kept talking for 40 minutes straight. I don't know how, but I don't really know what else to say. So I'm gonna leave you here with the last room, and then I'd really advise you to wait until the last screenshot, the final screenshots, in order to see every single room. So yeah, and before leaving you, I want to thank you for spending your time with me. I hope you've liked the video, and if so, please leave a comment or a thumbs up, because that would help me a lot. And if you like to, you can also subscribe to my channel so that you will be always notified when I upload a new video. You can also find this build on the gallery under my name, which is Luna Joy Builds. And all the building informations, as I said, are in the description box. So thank you everyone, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye!